Printer can print up to 10 lines per second.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
This printer can print up to 10 lines per second. This printer can print up to 10 lines per second.
Lesson 6, Objects. Okay, there are at least 2 ways to build objects in JavaScript. One is kind of confusing, and I don't use it at all. However, you may want to use it. So after we're done here, you may want to do a search on JavaScript object prototype. Okay, we won't be building those type of objects, but if you're curious, look that up. Okay, so go ahead and copy this file down here, copy the text, just the bare bones HTML with an H1 tag, objects, and we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to build a basic object. I'm going to call mine my object. We use curly braces to do that, curly brackets. An object is a way for us to encapsulate variables and functions in one place, in one entity, in one object. Okay, let me show you. I've got an object called my object, and I'm going to give it a name. So name, not in quotes, name, colon, and then I'm going to use the name Jim. And I'm going to say, let's see, another piece of data here, password, colon, and I'm just going to put some text in there. Let's say JG67X. That's my password. Okay, so I got 2 pieces of data. One is called name, one is called password. Those are also called key value pairs. And name is the key, and then the value of that key is Jim. We also have another key called password, and the value of that key is JG67X. Okay, so how do we access that? We would say my object dot name would be the way to access the name. Now we need to output that somewhere because right now it's not outputting anywhere, so we'll use console log. We'll say console log my object name. Let's see what that looks like. And obviously I've got my console open, and I've got, I've got an error. It looks like I spelled console wrong. See this? I spelled it cos-null. All right, there we go. Let's try that again. Console. There we go. Save that. Jim. Okay. So the code was console log my object name. So I used the key, which is name, to output that value, which is Jim. So I could also output the password, my object dot password. And there that is. Great. And you remember I said we could put functions in our objects, so let's create a function. Let's call this function get info. So the key is get info, and the value is function. And what are we going to do with this function? We're going to get info. So I'm going to console log Okay, so one little trick here. I'm going to console log the name and the password in this getInfo function. When we're inside a function, we use the word this to refer to a key in the object. So in other words, I'm going to console log this name. And what that says is output the name, the key name of this object. So in other words, if I just put name in there, it doesn't really know what that is. But if I say this name, it knows that that name refers to a key in the object. Okay, so for now, let's just output the name. So I don't need console log anymore here because I'm using console log in my function. Excuse me. So I can say my object and then get info. And so I call it, I need the parentheses to call it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm accessing the getInfo function of the my object. Let's see what that does. And it says that we have an unexpected token parentheses. Let's see what my mistake was on line 22. So if I go my object, getInfo, oh yeah, okay, I have too many parentheses there. There we go, there's the name. Now let's go back to the function we created and let's output name and the password. So this name plus a space, in quotes, plus this password. Save that. There we go. So there's the name and there's the password. Go back to the code. So one thing to note here, we have an object called myObject, and we have a function in that object called getInfo. When a function is part of an object, we usually refer to that function as a method. So the way we distinguish from regular functions that we write and functions of objects is we use the word method. So in other words, if I use the word a method, then you know that refers to a function in an object. I hope that's not confusing, but okay, so objects can be very powerful because we can put a whole bunch of different stuff in them. And we can use methods to get or manipulate information. Okay, so that's it for objects. Lesson 7 is going to be a review of everything we've done so far. So stay tuned, check that out, check out the review so you can review.